What's up, Georgia here? This time it's Oregon. I'm still using the knifa.com. It has this little opening thing saying about it's essential to understand what is legal and not when it comes to carrying, possession, and using knives in public or private places. Okay, the state has a straightforward approach towards knife laws, yet some local jurisdictions enact stricter regulations. It's important to understand these laws to ensure compliance. Oregon, there is no statewide preeminence for knife laws, meaning that while there are state laws that apply uniformly, uniformly across Oregon, local jurisdictions are also allowed to enact their own knife laws. Knife laws can vary from city to city and county to county. Uh, Oregon state laws are generally quite permissive concerning knife ownership and carry. Certain cities or counties might have more restrictive rules. For instance, Portland is free to enact much stricter knife laws than the rest of the state if they so wish. Uh, no knives are outright banned, but concealed carry of certain knives, like automatic, assisted opening, butterfly knives, along with dirks, daggers, or ice picks, is prohibited. Oregon has no blade length restriction for knives openly carried, but local laws might have restrictions on carrying specific types of knives. Concealed carry of certain types of knives, like any automatic knife, assisted opening, butterfly, dirt, dagger, ice pick is prohibited in Oregon. There's no requirement for a concealed handgun license to carry a concealed knife. Private property ownership rights in Oregon to allow individuals to possess knives on their own property. This includes both residential and commercial properties. However, employers are allowed to set rules about what type of knife may be brought onto their premises. When it comes to using a knife for self defense, the law in Oregon is clear. It is only justified when you are facing an imminent threat of death or serious bodily harm. However, even if you can prove that your actions were necessary to protect yourself from harm, this does not guarantee immunity from prosecution. Violating concealed carry laws can result in a Class B misdemeanor. Possession of a dangerous weapon in public buildings or court facilities leads to a Class C felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a fine up to $125,000. There is no specific restriction on knife size for carrying in Oregon, although local laws might have their own specifications. You can carry a fixed blade knife openly or concealed carry. There are no specific statewide laws restricting it, but local restrictions might apply. Switchblades are legal to own in Oregon, but however, it is against the law to carry them concealed. Butterfly knives are legal to own, but are restricted from concealed carry. OTF knives are legal. the state does not have laws that specifically restrict the ownership or open carry of OTF knives. Uh, Here's some official sources. Oregon's knife laws are primarily found in the Oregon Revised Statutes under the section 166.240 titled Carry of Concealed Weapons. And Oregon Revised Statute 161.015, a dangerous weapon is defined as any item that, depending on its use, can readily cause death or serious physical injury. Here's some notable court cases. State versus Strickland. The case we fought around whether the knife found in the defendant's pocket was a dagger, as of ORS 166.240 prohibits the concealed carry of certain type of knives. State versus DeLego. This case established that bans on certain types of knives were unconstitutional as they violated the Second Amendment right to bear arms. Oregon versus Thompson. Defendant Darius Thompson committed robbery with a knife which led to the victim shooting the defendant. State versus Boswell. The court ruled that one must be carrying a weapon listed as illegal or similar weapon designed for use as a weapon to be convicted of carrying a concealed weapon. And City of Portland versus Lodi. This case violated a Portland ordinance impacting the concealed carry regulations of certain types of knives. Timeline here's a small timeline of major changes. Pre-1984, knife laws existed, but the specifics before 1984 are not clearly documented. 1984, in the case of State versus Diego, the Supreme Court of Oregon found that the former Oregon Statute 166.510 was unconstitutional because it prohibited the mere possession carrying of a weapon. 1987, in State versus Boswell, the appellate court ruled on the requirements for a conviction of carrying a concealed weapon. 1989, in the City of Portland versus Lodi, a Portland ordinance was violated by the Oregon Supreme Court, impacting the regulations on concealed carry of certain types of knives. Post 1989, the laws regarding pocket knives and other types of knives involved over the years was socially changes influenced their development. Well, that's pretty much it. As always, I ain't no expert on knife laws. I ain't no attorney. I'm just trying to do a quick overview state by state as always. And always, share, and leave a comment if you wish. And I would appreciate it if you, any new viewers, help me and this channel out if you hit the subscription button and hit the notification button. Until next time, y'all take care.